we go into the lower bracket final of NSL 2017. It's South Korea versus China. It's two legends colliding. It's Moon versus Infi. Both with tremendous win rates versus their respective opponent here. 63% for Moon versus Human, 62% for Infi versus Night Elf. But the recent results showed that Moon might be the superior player. In the Back to Warcraft ELO ranking, Moon is on 7th position. I think the strongest Night Elf, but I'm not sure. And Infi, the strongest Human, currently as 3rd place. The group stage was fairly easy for Moon, 3-2 over WFZ. That was the first big surprise of the tournament, then 3-0ing live, and that's how he made it. Infi was struggling a bit, devastating defeat against 120, 3-1 in the first map of the group stage. But then coming back, 3-0 over Colorful, 3-1 over 120. He got his revenge, and that's how they ended in the grid. They met once before. In the winner bracket quarterfinal, there was a 3-1 for Infi. Moon is seeking for revenge, and here we go on to Enchiladas.
Alright, as we said to begin with here, this can be a really tough map for Human. Getting level 3 quick and early, not really too easy to accomplish. And also Immolation Harass, which has been a big part of the meta recently, can be very, very painful. Also, Mercenary Access here, super hard to secure. But because it's Moon, and this is why we love to see him play, it's not gonna be the tried and true Neo. It's not gonna be the predictable standard. It's gonna be a Tavern hero once again. In NSL, he seems to have rediscovered his love for the brew, for the Tavern, because he wants to make use of those heroes. Is it gonna be a different first hero every single game once again, like it was against Yumiko? Already AI, a very unusual neutral hero map.
That's true. I can see the Beastmaster here for sure.
He has been like kind of experiencing a resurgence in the meta.
Yes. On the other side, like with the first hero choice, you want to harass your opponent while creeping. So I think Beastmaster and 2 Quilbies would be good, and the other side, a Firelord would be nice as well, but that's like super risky. Panda is a choice for sure, it always is.
Also, I've seen quite a bit of Panda recently. A Dark Ranger is really nice for creeping early here with the natural and then creep camps around, but yeah, it's Beastmaster again. This is like the flavor recently.
Yeah, Moon was in a big relationship with the Beastmaster in, I don't know, when did the Beastmaster came out? Was it with Frozen Throne? Yeah, right, must be. So, with the start of Frozen Throne, he played the Beastmaster so much, then he got nerfed, but after such a long time, man, the bromance is real again.
Yeah, this is even way before my time, at the beginning of the Frozen Throne. Do you remember by any chance how he got nerfed?
I think it's about duration or mana costs for the summons, but don't quote me on that.
Okay, and he's gonna start creeping up his natural here. Moon opening up his expansion attempt doesn't surprise anyone. He loves going through the long macro games with multiple gold mines. This is gonna be a super goddamn fast expansion. Alright, this is about as quick as it gets.
Yeah. There's no way you can do this faster, I guess. It's 2 Moon Worlds, which you need. Hero, and yeah, a few archers. Holy cow, way faster than Infi. And Infi is not listening to me. As I always say, on AI, go for a rifle push, man. It's impossible to get this X-Warp. But with Moon investing so much into his early game, and creeping the natural and his mercenary camp, he has the time to do that without being punished at all.
Yeah, he's not interested in pressure, so this should be a fairly easy expansion coming up for the Human. But this is very unusual for, I want to say, the most standard that we've seen in this matchup, at least in recent years. Usually it's the Human expanding first, and then trying to do damage, and then trying to counter-expand at some point. But Moon here, he changes up the way we are supposed to think about this matchup. He's the one expanding first, but oh, nice staff play here from Infi. This has to be a cancel, I think. Or is Moon fast enough here to keep this from happening? Does he have Abolish Magic against the Water Elemental? He needs it fast. The Shadow Priest is coming in, and he gets it. That's his level 3. And, oh, he keeps it alive. Does he?
He does. He does. I thought once the Archmage reached level 3, this would be over, but Moon says no. and shuts it right in his face. There is no mana anymore for an additional water elemental. Is the Archmage enough? I cannot believe that.
I don't think so. No, has to retreat.
Wow, what a defense by Moon. Great idea by Infi, a little bit reminiscent of Romantic in the Human Mirror against TH. To staff onto it. Also good creeping to get immediate level 3 on this one, but...
And I
yeah,
also like for Moon, he made those Shadow Priests available so early. But even if he didn't have the Shadow Priest, he had 2 Wisps in position to dispel against the Water Elemental. Moon has all the answers so far.
But only so far. Infi's expansion is up, Moon's expansion is damaged and will take some time. The expansion is also protected soon by an Arcane Tower, so the harassing Quillbeast won't do too much. And Infi is not cutting too many corners here. Not skipping on the Arcane Tower, not skipping on the shop. He knows that there should be a lot of healing coming towards his side. Lots of mobility for his Archmage with the boots he found and the staff he bought. Where is he going? Ah, okay, he's going for his mercenary camp as well. Moon did not start his tier 3 tech yet, but starts mining it a bit.
He's even only on tier 1 and going for the Hunter's Hall first. Ancient of Wonders in the base, more Moon Wells. Moon has the money here for attack, but he's gonna stay on tier 1 a little while longer. This is what we've been seeing from Night Elves generally. Usually though it's with a bunch of Huntresses, not with an early expansion. But yeah, he himself is still hoarding his resources. Yeah, I wonder where he goes from here. And thinking that, alright, this game is going to slow down a little, we're going to creep up the map, we're going to have big tier 2, maybe even tier 3 armies. Then I ask, in these huge army battles, is the Beastmaster really the most impressive hero?
Yeah, good question. I don't think so. Depends on the level, of course, and what your opponent has to offer. So if you have a Hawk, and your opponent doesn't go for Rifleman, and you can dispel the Water Elementals early on, then that Hawk is fantastic. But on the other side, there's gonna be Dispel for sure. He has to go for Priests anyway, and then going for the Adapt isn't that bad. What?
The Beastmaster, what he found here is a Book of the Dead, and there's an entrance into the human main. Towers aren't done yet. Alright, we have 1 Arcane Tower, but that one will have to work overtime, and Infi is still creeping.
And a Sentry Ward right in front of his base. That's the best position, of course. We don't see the Book of the Dead being used yet. He wants to knock down the Arcane Tower with his Quillbeasts. Takes a bit of damage, but... oh wait, here comes Repair. Here comes the Book of the Dead as well. This is gonna wreak havoc. The Arcane Tower is down, and Infi has to TP in.
He found his own Book of the Dead, so we might see some book-on-book action here. But he has to kill the Wisps first, yeah. Can't afford to let them dose detonate, and you can see how he's focusing them. And finally gets rid of the last one. Now I expect the Book of the Dead, and here we go. And this is gonna be a lot of dead units, a lot of experience here going both ways, but once again, the signature Zeppelin micro by Moon.
Thank God we have the 16x9 hack, man. Oh, so much stuff going on at the same time. Lots of units dropping low for Infi, but not too many losses. I think Moon lost quite a bit of mercenaries here, thanks to the Book of the Dead of Infi. No Wisp anymore, no Wisp has been pulled. Beastmaster close to level 5 though, but oh, Infi, 1 more kill grants him Water Torrents.
Oh, and that's gonna be a big upgrade, and there we go. Gets it here. And now dealing with those is not gonna be easy. By the way, Moon just started teching like a few seconds ago. This is extremely late, and here we go. Here are the Water Torrents, and at the moment, there's nothing that comes close to them.
He does have 2 Shadow Priests remaining, Heal Scroll being used. Oh, a nice save on that Mauler. But yeah, they are just overtowering everything as it seems. He's not getting rid of those archers. The duration is immense. And the next Huntress falls. And now he's easily staffing out. Granting the Beastmaster level 5 though.
Yeah, of course they are very good, but they also give quite a bit of experience. Now we have the level 3 Quillbeast, extremely powerful. Not so great against footies, of course, with Defend. There are 2 guard towers in the main now, finally. And
yeah, but look at the units there.
Yeah.
They're all low. How many kills can he get? Ah, he's saving the Quillbeast. Because the Panda's coming in.
Infi, once again, with his footy saves, is remarkable.
Yeah. His best friends, for sure. 2 Expos running. Moon, 60% onto tier 2. His Expo is running as well. Good resources on every side. And yeah, quick level 5s, man, on both sides. Less than 10 minutes.
I must say I'm a bit surprised here that he's not going for the MK, Because the way this game is looking, Moon is gonna stay on Beastmaster only, and if he doesn't have an MK, then there's no way of dealing with Stampede.
That's true. And there's gonna be lots of Dryads, I imagine, as well. And Panda's not that great against bears, so I don't really know what's up. Mass Wisps coming out against Water Torrents. There's no Dryads yet, of course, for that Dispel. Panda's taking quite a bit of damage, but he does have an Invo Potion, so no problem with him. Beastmaster in a bit of a troublesome situation, but so is the Panda. And Infi paused the game. During the fight...
Have not seen yet the second skill of the Beastmaster, by the way. I would imagine it is the Hawk, and it looks like here it would be well used. But yeah, we haven't seen it yet. Of course, one can always hope for the Bash Bear, but... Alright, has to finish his phone call here.
Priorities! Priorities. There is a shop coming up, but Infi is occupying that one. Nice heal scroll on both sides, actually, right? So everything is reset.
And once again, these footy saves. Doesn't quite get the one to the left here. But these water elements, man, they're causing issues. Also, they force so many wisps on the detonate, but that is more and more experience on the Beastmaster, who gets bonus XP now, since he is tier 2. And he's 5.5.
5.5. Stampede will rock so hard, as you said, no disable. But Infi is finding another opening here by cancelling both of the lures, and might be able to get the Shredder, as this base is an invitation to him.
That is gonna be so expensive. Mass repair. The wisps have to be pulled from the gold mine. Is it enough? The surface area here isn't too great for the human, but the AM is staffing in. Water Elemental will definitely make this a kill, I do believe. And yeah, definitely. But I guess the Shredder did its job. 1,400 lumber here from Moon.
Yeah.
Should be good enough.
The second lore stays up, so Dryads will be inbound. And Blacksmith for Infi stays on tier 2, double Arcane Sanctum. No workshop yet, of course. I wonder if it's just Rifleman, but therefore the Blacksmith is a little late. Maybe he just forgot about it or something.
Moon is going towards the middle of the map. Is he thinking about a second hero, perhaps?
Infi is so strong, going into the base again. With mana, he constantly uses the Claries, and he decides to go for that greedy second lore, which is about to be up.
It's a lot of footy damage coming in, though.
Oh my god, if Moon loses this throws him back into the Stone Age, and it does.
Painful, very painful. How is he gonna react? Defend, go back home to defend, or be aggressive himself? There is certainly an opening. There's only 2 guard towers in the main. That's not too much. We have priests with Dispel now. But these Quilbies, 600 HP, not so easy to dispel them too quickly. And the human will have to TP home.
Last time this happened, Moon lost that fight. Aggressive Town Portal. Panda is quite low, though. Close to level 6 is the Beastmaster. Mass Militia being called, but how much can he do there? Zeppelin under attack. Ooh, boy, this is not looking good. He drops everything, so none of the units is busy, but he can't get out without a Town Portal. Level 6 now. Is he going for Stampede immediately? He's looking for a better position.
Come on, use
and
it.
there we go! Stampede rocking from the north. From the, what is it, east.
Here come the lizards. At the moment, they're only hitting the buildings, not the army, but he's not really facing too much damage. Now he's being focused, but he's a tanky boy with more than 1k HP, and he's dealing more and more damage here, but he will have to TP out. Don't TP out too late, my friend.
With Moon, there's always a possibility that this goes wrong, but Infi now heavily supply stuck. His Sanctum is almost dead. The Lumber Mill is dead. So he can't go for more upgrades. Does he have... No masonry upgrade.
Alright, he has the supply lead now, but can't follow up into more units. Moon finally did get both of his lores up, but he doesn't have the upgrades for the Dryads yet. The Beastmaster's low HP as well. And it seems like Infi is smelling his opportunity here to perhaps finish off this game. Does he have Militia coming from the main? Not really, they're busy reconstructing their base. But the Beastmaster, right now, like, his Stampede was nice, his summons are nice, but imagine if this was like a level 6, I don't know, or even a level
Demon
5
Hunter.
Panda. This would be a different story.
Mass Detonate again, not hitting the Archmage there, so next Water Elemental has been summoned. Little mistake by Moon. Where is the rest of the army? It's coming in now. Mass mana on that Beastmaster, but he needs the summons all he can get, but there's yet now constant Dispel with 4 priests. This looks really, really good for Infi with a 20 supply lead.
And this expansion is dead, no question. Does he have a TP? Yes, he does have a TP. to get out after. Finally, we see the Thunderhawk so late into this game. Bam, level 6 for the AM. He doesn't even have to use the TP. He can just use his skill, Mass Teleport, to get out. And the Hawk is easily killed. So hard for Moon to reach there behind his own Ancients of Lore. Mass Dryads queued up, 7 of them. And now we can see how valuable it was that Infi killed those Ancients of Lore earlier into this game. And now it's looking so damn rough for Moon.
Next Ancient of Lore down. Everything is healthy. It's all green. It's like an orc army. Thanks to the heal. Oh, he still has that heal scroll. So absolutely no damage done to Infi. Without the summons, the Beastmaster doesn't shine anymore. And both tier 2 lores are down. Where can he go from here? Expansion gone. Production facility is gone. I think the only direction is onto map 2.
Yeah, I think so too. This Beastmaster looked really cute, looked really cool, especially with his Stampede, of course, but one of those heroes in a head-up fight, not the most amazing in the late game.
We're free on the panda now as well. Have fun, Huntresses. And now it's time to get the Beastmaster. He does have a potion. This will just take a little bit of time. Drops the pendant of energy there to min-max a bit. I think it's absolutely necessary at this stage of the game, but can he somehow win it with base race Stampede? But there's Mass Teleport, so there's always a reaction.
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at the gold mines. Maybe if they're close to being empty, then he can relocate his main, and then it's going to be even again. Ancients of Lore coming up in the main base once more, but guess what? Infi is there in position again. He's going to be easily able to cancel the one and probably destroy the other, and he was never able to get that critical mass of Dryads to get rid of the Quarter Elementals quickly. They add so much damage in here.
Here we go, Stampede again, tier 3 tech by Infi, but it looks like the Stampede is not hitting too much, but he can wipe out a lot of the economy here, so we are up for a base race.
Oh wow. This is gonna be a true base race, but I think once the main tree, the Tree of Ages is gone here, he's gonna staff home. Yep. Here we go, Mass Teleport.
And he goes for the castle. He wrecks all the workers here. Level 7 on the Beastmaster. Now Stampede is over. But he knows no income anymore means defeat. And it is Infi taking the worst human map. Big surprise. And what a game this was.
Yeah, cool game, definitely. And Moon once again showing that he really likes the Terran heroes. And I do not want to complain, don't get me wrong, all of us viewers and fans love this, but on a map where just the standard demon play with immolation, you can even get Shadow Priests, is so damn strong. Yeah. Is that the map where you want to play Beastmaster on?
It worked out quite well in the beginning, but the thing was, why you go Huntress, and why you attack so late?
Yeah,
I think that's more an issue than the biggest deal. Yeah,
he was like creeping up at the red camp, getting the Book of the Dead, and then could go for a lot of aggression.
Yeah,
but he could have squeezed in attack much earlier.
Yeah,
I think the Huntresses were chosen because he had very few answers to defend footies, and Huntresses are pretty nice against those. Also, in the late stages of this game, where like 70 supply were hitting, those defense footies were way too strong
yes.
compared to how they should be, because there was no bears and there was no AoE. So these defense footies, which once again have been saved so extremely well in the mid-game stages by Infi, as he always does, got so much mileage out of them.
Do you think you have to go Panda against that? I mean, it was very obvious that the Water Elementals don't do the job. Will do the job against the Huntress, so I understand that he wants to go Huntress, of course, against the Footman to have area of effect damage and to make defense less strong, but it absolutely didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know what Moon's win condition there was as well. I don't think his game plan was, all right, I'm going to expand fast, and then in the end, I'm going to win the late game fights, because again, with a Panda, with a Beastmaster solo, doesn't usually work too well. Maybe his idea was pressure early, deal a lot of damage, get a lot of experience, and then come back with the Stampede and wreck the economy and keep like hitting and punishing the eco.
Yeah, that worked quite well with the Stampede. But, I don't know. Next map is Terranas, another great Night Elf map. Can Moon come back? Or will it be Infi to have the immediate 2-0 lead? Which would be crazy. But, you know. Nothing is impossible with these two. It's so cool to see them both coming out of their slump and providing so many great games. NSL has been pretty crazy. I mean, Remind in the grand final, who would have thought? And then Moon and Infi, before the tournament started, neither of the two were favorites for this one.
You would have discounted Infi as well, despite his performance at GCS?
NSL started before GCS.
I mean, like the last GCS in August.
Yeah. NSL
really?
started
Has it been
July.
so long?
Yeah, it started in July.
Oh, wow. Yeah, especially Moon, seeing him playing on this level again makes me so happy. And this is where he surprised me the most, I would say. Kind of playing in a way that at least I had not seen before. Playing risky with a Warden, playing kind of greedy, you could say, and still being bulletproof against pressure, against a player like TH.
Yeah. That was so strong.
It didn't look to us like TH made any mistakes, but to a player like Infi, he sees the Matrix, as you like to say, and maybe he saw some mistakes. Maybe he has a better idea of how to be aggressive against this. If Moon places the same again, there is an opportunity here to play a Demon as well, but I would expect a Warden to be coming out.
Moon is not the Warden player usually, but this time he goes for her again, same as it was against TH, and the brilliance of his defense last time, I think, was right next to where his Engine of War is now. He positioned a Moon well to get just a tiny bit of HP and mana back. That was so genius and completely stopped TH's harass, because more Shadow Strike, more Fan of Knives. I wonder if he does it again. Infi, though, not... Okay, he sends him down now, the footman. He's just a little late. Or I was a little early, rather.
Yeah, and the footy makes its way across immediately again. As we see so often, there's going to be a Wisp in position to see if the AM is going to join the harass. And this is what TH did that time and accomplish way less than he wanted to. Usually you want to stop this creep from happening. And here we can already see the Peasant block coming out. Oh my god, if this Archer dies, she may die to the pickaxe. Oh my god, he's on 2 HP. She can't help. There's no lightning shield in this. He has to repair with 4 wisps. And he's not killing any of these creeps.
That's hard. That is so hard. Infi found the solution to this, as it seems. He's calling Militia. Archmage is almost there. But this creep has to be abandoned. Yeah. And the good thing for Infi is he sees, okay, Moon is not continuing to creep this, so I cannot really harass against the Warden. But you know what? Down there is a gold mine. I want to expand anyway. Let's go.
Exactly. And this is what we have seen in the past. This movement. But last time against TH, as we said, he was able to still do the creep and still defend as well. This was the amazing thing. But just a simple thing like a Peasant block. Yeah. Getting the Archer low. Yeah. Making it so she can't use the Lightning Shield. And suddenly, the whole timing's out the window. And now, oh my god, Infi with the Star Sense. Oh, he did. Did he get the last hit? No, he didn't.
Okay. Was close, though. Really, really close. More Militia coming in. Duration is almost over, though. Warden walks over, sees, okay, there has to be an expansion by now. Infi's so fast. With his infrastructure, again a block coming out. And isn't it tremendous how Infi increased his micro in 4 months? With all the blocks, with all the surrounds we see from him.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
I agree. By the way, second Engine of War for Moon already coming up once again. We're gonna see Hunter's display. Yeah.
A little bit desperate, I think. Plan A didn't work. Plan B, with creeping it again, didn't work. And now... Oh, Infi didn't start his expansion yet. Went for the tower first, interestingly. There was some time. But Infi saw the second Engine of War. He knows now. The first one is still uprooted.
And he doesn't want to give this creep camp over to the Warden. This is a little risky, though. He might be pressuring the Knight Elf with only level 1 Archmage, which is always scary, especially if the Warden ends up getting the boots of speed and he does not. Gonna get level 2 here, that's a little bit more HP for him. Also, the gauntlets are gonna be helpful for him. But the Warden will now hit level 2. She does have the boots of speed, by the way, sold her TP before. Mercenaries will be pressured here by the human. I thought he didn't deny it, though, right?
No.
I don't think he did with the lightning shield.
Robe of the Magi.
And going towards the expo. There is an arcane tower up, thank God. But it's also nighttime. Means she can go into Shadow Meld.
No Shadow Strike being used. Also no Fan of Knives. At the moment, no need for Blink. And he's buying some... Whoa, it's actually only producing 1 Huntress and he continues creeping. Of course he wants level 3 with that Warden. Rooting up that Engine of War now continues the Huntress production. That was a very expensive early game for Moon. Huntress Hall, dual Engine of War, plus Mercenaries and Boots.
But it's also gonna be pretty expensive, especially lumber-wise, for the human, because you went towards the south, going towards the gold mine, like, immediately. That means you're gonna have very few peasants on lumber, and then you're gonna power build the expansion, which again costs a lot of lumber, and we can see him. He's still only sitting at 33 lumber, so he's pretty damn far away from going to tier 2. And the Warden, she's gonna be hitting her level 3, and this is gonna be dangerous times for the AM. He would love to get a Zeppelin here to be safe against the Warden, but of course that only becomes available once daytime hits. And yeah, here we go, level 3 for the Warden. I would expect he creeps up the natural next, only the little rangies remaining, I think. And then he can counter expand, but he's not interested in doing that at all.
Mass pressure. Mass Huntress, mass Fan of Knives to kick down this expansion. But there's 1 guard tower already.
Oh, he's coming in for the creep jack. AM's not at level 3, has to TP immediately.
And the Taskmaster is still up. This is an easy creep for Moon now. Well,
if this is the greater mana, this is really, really mean.
Yep.
We saw the Fan of Knives being used there, by the way. Against the creeps. So it's level 2 Fan of Knives, apparently. One of mana stealing.
Also nice. Exactly. This is not looking too good for Infi, to be honest. And now, Ancient Protector at the bridge.
Yep, we've seen this before. The tier 1, mass pressure, no expansion, no transition. This is pretty much an all-in siege, but it has been so strong recently. Has Infi found an answer to this? Nobody else seems to have so far.
I assume there's gonna be Glaive Throwers in a bit. There is a good amount of footmen here, 6-7 of them already. But the big problem is Archmage not level 3, and he's creeping desperately, but the Warden comes in, steals it, and gets the item as well. Well done by Moon, really well done. He realizes, okay, this experience must be so important to him. And he goes in and denies it. Level 4.7.
By the way, one thing we have to remember, AM does not have a TP anymore. Is he taking to tier 2? Yes, he is. Halfway there. He may be forced to go into Militia soon, and then he's going to be very, very low on lumber for extremely long time. By the way, Zeppelin has been purchased once daytime hit by the human. That is absolutely necessary. We have 1 Ancient Protector. It's not too many yet.
And a Glaive Thrower.
The AP here is in range, though, of the guard tower, but the Wisps for repair will be coming in. I like the positioning here of the guard towers. They're pretty far forward. They, like, keep the town hall safe somewhat.
I think Moon try... Oh, he's creeping there. Nice move by Infi. This is gonna be his level 3 at the laboratory. So.
Yeah, that's really good.
There's not too much Moon can do against this, and I think he was poking or looking into Infi's base, but there's an Arcane Tower and a Guard Tower as well. So he can't go there. Oh, early Blizzard transition.
How did he get that tome?
I think he didn't get that tome, it's level 1.
Oh my god, it's level 1 Blizzard? Oh, the 1/1/1 build on the Archmage, okay. Alright.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you're right. And now the shop is gone, and good luck having... Well, the AM has a lot of mana now. Oh, and again, this is looking really rough. This is what the humans have been experiencing lately against the top Night Elves.
It's
this
funny.
tier 1 siege.
It's funny that the Warden doesn't do too much, but now she's there to kill the healing, and he gets the Workshop Man. This could have been one win condition for Infi to stall a bit and go to mortar teams, but Moon says no. Blizzard comes in again, kicks one Wisp. The second AP will come up though, but he got, thanks to that Water Elemental, he got at least one Glaive Thrower out of this. Oh no, the second one is up there. Sorry about that. Level 4 Warden now, man.
Oh, the Town Hall. Dude, the Town Hall is really low. The Warden is moving in. Is this already gonna be the kill? The Fan of Lives gets rid of the Peasants, and that is the kill.
Completely outplaying him, man. And the early game for Infi was so damn good. And now everything is in shambles for Infi. Tier 1 Night Elf, man. What to do against it?
Yeah, it seems like Infi doesn't have an answer yet either. And I imagine all the humans in chat are getting really frustrated right now. What are you supposed to do against this? And it is looking extremely powerful currently.
Moon is expanding behind this.
Yeah. He could have even like done this during the push without killing the Expo.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't even really need to kill the Expo. So yeah, it's kind of crazy how strong this is. Man, oh man. And the Warden getting more and more kills here with a Fan of Knives being 4.5 and a little more even already. And she's gonna get more experience here, at least from the towers.
I really like how defensively he played with that Warden. At least in the middle stage of the game. He didn't jump in and Fan of Knives and get burned. He had a very good usage of his mana, just held the Warden back almost the entire time. Only when it was really necessary, he moved her in. For example, when he creeped the Murloc spot, when there was a Scroll of Regen going on. And apart from that, she was just hiding in the shadows.
Yeah. Sold the GP, of course. Earlier needed to be careful, didn't have Blink, but also, I agree. I like the reserve play, and Moon, he knew he didn't have to push it too far, because once there's like 1 or 2 APs, a couple of normal units, and like 3 Glaives, that is so dangerous, man. That timing hits so early, way before the human is ready, realistically.
6 Glaive Throws, man. With the upgrade, so even more damage goes for the shop now. It's just a matter of split seconds before this falls.
And the Warden's almost level 5 here.
Yeah. Paladin is there, level 1, but come on. What can he do now? One is creeping. Got level 5 now. No staff though, so the army has to run away. I wonder if the Archmage got Blizzard now. Yeah, looks like it, right? Level 2 Blizzard?
I don't think he bought the tome. I think that would be too expensive. I'm not sure if that the damage didn't look too bad. But there's still a water elemental out, so I don't know.
Ah, okay, then it's impossible. You're right, I didn't see that one. But yeah, you can't re-skill if there's an active water elemental on the field.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, very sure.
That sounds weird.
Why? Doesn't matter, we have another fight! Fan of Knives again. If he gets rid of the mortar teams, I think there's nothing he can do against it. Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives again. And this is... there's not enough healing. But Infi with Militia Force and all the footmen he had drives Moon back. At least a bit. Splits his army in 2, so... at the moment, he can't fight this.
Yeah, but every little engagement there's gonna be a little more experience going the Warden's way. By the way, still only tier 1 for the Night Elves, and there we go. More and more kills. The Zeppelin is pretty nice here.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Expo's mining and mining. Well, actually it only just now finished for Moon, but it's gonna continue mining now. And it doesn't look like the human is gonna have like a big death ball push coming in soon, or a very good opportunity to counter expand.
Maybe he doesn't need this big death ball if he just... ah, okay. I thought he could move the Zeppelin and drop a bit against the expansion, but there's 2 engine protectors, so he's equipped for that.
He's creeping up his gold mine here. Maybe he does want to go into an Expo again, but the Warden is coming from the north. He needs to utilize the Zeppelin perfectly. Don't give up any experience. And so far, he's doing a good job here. Medivac Zeppelin, but it crashes and burns and everything's dizzy. And that is the GG. And Moon equalizes.
Moon gets his important first map pick. The first map was randomed, so he was quite lucky with that being AI. Loses it though. But if he loses TS as well, the series is almost over. And it did look like that was the way to go, because Infi was so strong in the first 5 minutes of the game. But Moon turned it around. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude, these tier 1 pushes. You know what? One thing is that the tier 1 push doesn't work against Neo.
No.
One base rifle push.
Actually, chat is correcting me, saying it's just impossible to reskill if it's on cooldown. So you can have.
Does that mean that in general, when any skill is on cooldown, you can't use tone of retraining?
Yeah.
Must be, right?
Yeah. I think you can use it, but it doesn't get reset, so that skill point stays, which is quite bad.
That would be a big waste of money.
Yes.
Otherwise, I guess you could abuse it, right? You could buy tomes of retraining and then reset ultimates and stuff.
Yeah. That would be.
Yeah, so probably you can't use it when skills are on cooldown.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I'm an undead player. I've never bought a tome of retraining in my life.
So that was the equalizer for Moon. That means we go on to the next map. That is Last Refuge. And this could be Beastmaster time again. And very, very certain that this is Mass Huntress again.
Yeah, we've seen this. Like, I think the last 6 or 7 games I saw in this matchup, from Asia at least, it was always mass tier 1 pressure against the Human Expo. And we have both been thinking, might it not be possible to go for the Merc camp first to have the mercenary support? Of course, that is also a little bit risky if Wisps coming in for the detonate and suddenly you don't have water elementals anymore to block against all these tough creeps. And then maybe even a Demon Hunter comes into arrest and oh my god. Scary. But yeah, the way it has been played recently wasn't too impressive. Before we go into the game, though, thank you once again, Mikey PX, for the €5 donation and Little Nog for the 2-month resub. Thank you, guys.
Also, Explict86 for a 3-month resub before, but you hear the chains. We go into map 3. It's Last Refuge, and Moon versus Infi continues here. Who's gonna take? Who will take the lead in this series? Who's gonna get match points? That will be decided in 15 minutes.
All right, and as always, we have to take a look at Moon's base. First, is there an altar coming early? And the answer is no. There is not.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna check out Liquipedia here for just a second. What did you play against Yumi on LR?
I think Beastmaster and lost, if I'm recalling this correctly.
He played a Tinker first.
Oh! Obviously. I mean...
It makes sense. Makes sense.
Cookie cutter build, Tinker first.
He played Tinker into Panda.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but you're right. He lost that game against TH. Yeah. It was a Panda first against TH in the round prior. We've seen the man himself, TH, playing Dark Ranger first here because you can quickly get a lot of skeletons, get to level 3 early, get your expansion up early. But wait a minute, isn't Dark Ranger actually the one hero that Moon didn't choose?
Yeah, TH played it against Yumiko.
Yeah, but it seems like Moon, he likes a lot of different heroes, but really not the Dark Ranger.
Yeah, right. Maybe he thinks the Beastmaster is the superior Dark Ranger with because you have the skeletons available when you want, and not when you creep or kill something.
Yeah.
And Silence, I mean, against an Archmage first, Silence doesn't really do anything for you.
Yeah, when there's a bunch of Adept Priests, the Silence can easily be dispelled. Yeah.
Pretty sure it's a Beastmaster again.
I would like to see a Panda. I think the Panda is just the strongest choice in, like, straight-up fights.
Since he's going for the Mercenary Camp first, this is going to be level 2.5 very easily for him. So maybe you're right with the Panda choice. Especially against Infi with his sick footman control. That makes sense, we mentioned it on AI.
And nice wisp scouting here from Moon, seeing where the AM is going. He sees, at the very least, he's not heading upwards, so the Nile should be very safe here to creep his Merc camp. And what is the hero?
Nothing.
Oh my god, he moved the wisp in and didn't click quick enough.
Panda it is.
Alright.
A little bit of time wasted. But okay, Infi with the nickname I Need Claws goes for his expansion immediately. No mercenary camp, no green spot before, just expand as fast as you can. On the other side, Panda's taking a sweet time with the Rock Golem, of course easy to creep, Engine of War up front. We don't see a Huntress Hall yet. So be mask.
Oh my. That is such a good item. Once again, by the way, a little tiny thing here to point out. The one wisp being used for detonate against all of the inner fire. This we've seen before, but only from Moon. I've never seen that actually from anyone else before. But I guess it makes sense that makes this whole creep camp happening so much faster. Once again, an early Hunter's Hall in the main coming up from Moon. Footy is doing excellent scouting for TH, gathering info everywhere. And of course, for Infi, there we go, first time today. And he's going for the instant expo. Once again, that might mean, however, that this AM's level 3 will be very late.
He did creep 2 spots now. Is level 2 and a bit. He does have the green one, like the Murloc spot, and the one next to his base.
Oh, the panda. Oh no. Oh no!
How can that happen?
The water elemental woke up the creeps, the panda walked in. Oh.
Oh, mean
That
creeps.
was so unfortunate. Oh my god.
Yeah, that happens like 1 in 100 times.
And he wasn't even close enough to the shop to get the tele
Yeah.
Ah. Awful.
Okay. Nice wards. Can of course easily be scouted, but there's nothing in the inventory yet that suggests that he had the wards. There is a staff now on the Archmage, and he goes for a Wisp Hunt. There's no tier 2 coming at the moment. And the Panda's at level 3 as well.
Up at the laboratory on the human side, we have an Ancient of War very aggressively positioned. I wonder if this is going to be for creeping or only for quick hunt production.
Creeping would be... Oh, gonna go for it again? No, this time he's not gonna be surrounded.
Alright, one Wisp here was scouting out the expo. One of the peasants is hurt, but the Panda's still not level 3. Usually would like to be level 3 at this stage.
Ultravision is ready. Huntress are coming. Engine of War at the cliff is ready. Lumber Mill coming up for Infi and the tech at the same time. No shop yet, if I saw that correctly. Ah, it's in the build right now. And Infi keeps on being aggressive. He wants to force Moon away from his expansion, from his base, and that's a wise choice, I guess.
Yeah, I really like how he's doing this. He is dictating the pace here of the early game, and even if this may come at the cost of a lot of experience, with the AM only being level 2 and a little, he is controlling how this game flows, and the Panda still being scouted out also, and very nice splitting from Infi continuously with like footies and water elementals everywhere. One Huntress is standing in the expansion, gonna find perhaps a few kills here, but in the main, also the human army is dealing a little bit of damage to all the Night Elf forces. Water elementals will be getting fairly quickly dispelled, and the Panda, did he get level 3 from this? No, not yet. And now multitasking, who's gonna be better here? I think so far, neither of the players have really suffered too many big losses, and the AM will be forced to TP home here, it seems. Doesn't want to lose all of these peasants. Level 3 for the Panda, but he is now out of mana. Yeah,
thanks to the Arcane Tower, but still good kills for Infi, for Moon. I didn't expect that, to be honest. The Breath of Fire hit really hard, and gets a Footman as well. Has to be careful, getting blocked, but no, squishes through. And there's 2 Huntress now at the cliff, plus the first Glaive Throwers are coming.
Infi was able to steal the Shadow Priest, by the way, at the Night Elf's Merc camp. I think that's also not to be underestimated. Might mean that finally these Water Elementals will be able to stand in the fight longer. Is he gonna AP push the main here? Oh, he's actually thinking about creeping this. Huntress trying to block, and the footy trying to deny itself sees the Ancient of War here.
What are you doing here, bro?
Can the human do anything about this, though?
And he's so far away. Gone. Yeah, he's so far away.
He's calling militia, but without the AM support, is that the best idea? Oh, he has a
Stab it.
telestab though.
Panda's a bit out of position, otherwise the Breath of Fire could be horrendous against those militia. But he has to get rid of the creeps first. Bloodlust and Inner Fire. He doesn't have a town portal either. Is the Zeppelin ready? Oh no, he's not. It's so close. It's daytime in a second. He needs that Zeppelin and he gets it.
He was spamming that button like crazy.
Yep. Gets the Shredder as well. Level 4 for him. Breath of Fire. Here we go.
Mana Stone and Zoe Mask, by the way. This Panda's mana regen is absolutely off the charts.
And now there's only one Arcane. He's dropping in. This is so good. Oh, actually he's not. He's too afraid. But he can easily go to the expansion. If he wants to.
Oh, that's true. That one's pretty damn exposed.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what he does. Like, if Infi is not there, you can attack it. And this Pendulum, he will always be faster with the Zeppelin.
But he doesn't have that many units. He lost quite a few archers and mercs and stuff. He has a few in the Zeppelin, yes, of course. And there we go. Uses the Breath of Fire, the one he had. But now he's going to be getting burned. Trying to take down this Arcane Tower repair. Is it going to be good enough? I don't think so. This is quite a bit of firepower here. And we also have a Zeppelin now for the human, trying to save up as many of these units as he can. Mana Stone being used, and now he really needs a heal scroll.
But there's Siphon Mana now, doesn't use it. Zeppelin is earlier, or is faster. Whoa, this game. Top notch so far. More mercenaries being bought by Moon. He's still not attacking, he's still not expanding, he's still not sending anything to the upper left. There is a shop next to the shop. But how many kills were there? 3 only. That's not too much.
Oh, the AM so smart. He knows his attack is coming over here and he's gonna be in position, but alone he's not strong enough, I don't think.
He was almost surrounded there, but the Zeppelin is coming. Next Breath of Fire with a double kill, and this time he gets rid of the Arcane Tower a lot quicker. Panda has to get away though, but there is, as I mentioned, the shop. Next Breath of Fire could cancel the healing, but I think better safe than sorry here.
And once again, the Zeppelin to save the peasants so the Panda doesn't get fed too much experience. This is so well done by Infi. Of course, he's not out of the woods yet, but he's been putting up a marvelous defense so far. Water Elemental, that's a lot of experience. Should the Panda get it? And he gets it.
Is he close to 5 now? Where is he actually? Is he in Zeppelin?
Yeah, he's very close to 5. He needs like 1 or 2 more kills. Gonna buy something here at the
Heal scroll
merchant.
and protection scroll. Plus a heal potion, most likely. He's buying the time for the AP. AP is up now. 2 Berserkers as well for the damage. And I think that was a no, he's full mana. I don't know what that was, to be honest. No Dispel at the moment. No Wisp, so the Watermans are really strong. He does have a lot of mana thanks to the Blood Mage. Also the Panda getting burned there. Scroll of Protection being used now.
Zeppelin for the Night Elf, of course, very good against the Siphon. Gets rid of that spell immediately, as we can see here. Once again, level 5 though now, yeah. And this is where the damage gets surreal. And Infi doesn't really have the time to buy a Scroll of Healing. And without that, going up against level 5 Panda is usually, well, a desperate cause.
I like how Infi spreads his units, so there's not too much damage being done to his army, but now the poor peasants, I hope they like heat. Oh, he doesn't even need that. He gets just killed by glaive throwers.
But a lot of these hunts are very low. They are on the brink of death. Oh my god, the critical strike.
Didn't expect that one. Potion being swapped. Zeppelin is almost down. He comes in with Militia. Kind of a last stand for Infi, but Moon has to retreat here. At least for now.
Get 1 more kill here. Whoops. 5.5.
Wow. So much experience.
And a Panda ultimate against mostly Militia. Oh man, that's gonna be juicy.
The Fire Panda and the Stone Panda. The Earth Panda. They're both incredible against
these
this.
hunts, man, they are in serious danger. There's so much experience that Infi might be grabbing up here in a second. Everything is so injured. He needs Scrolls of Healing, but he doesn't have the time. 1 kill after the next. Panda gets more experience, but he's being mostly drained. Zeppelin is dead now for both sides. AM far in the front, but fast enough to get away. Panda needs 60 experience for his level up. That's 3 peasants.
He's getting so much done now. It's crazy. Archmage still on level 3. Blood Mage 1.5. What's going on in his base? He's getting riflemen and casters. Only one Arcane Sanctum though. The tower's gone. Infi has defended this. And now he's on tier 2. His opponent is on tier 1. And there's not too many glaive throwers against the casters. There are a lot of mercs for piercing damage and such, but the clock
goes to the shop. Scroll of healing. That is very, very necessary. Oh, and now the Huntress sees the AM staffed into the main. That makes the expansion vulnerable. And once again, he's going in. And this must be the quick level 6 for the Panda. Can the Blood Mage be the hero? Can he suck him dry?
No way. No way. Level 6! Earth, Storm, and Fire calling. He moves in. But doesn't want to use it yet. The economy damage seems to be enough. We have Flame Strike second. Breath of Fire. No ultimate. He wasn't in a position to fight there, so it would have been the Panda alone.
Here we go with the next breath. Oh, but now he might be too low on mana. The Zeppelin is getting killed. The Panda, I think it's 150 mana, so probably can't use another breath if he wants to go for the ult. And this must be it, right? There we go.
There we go. So much damage on the Fire Panda. But, oh, Cyclone being used here. Can he follow it up with a Surround? Doesn't want to go for it. There's also Taunt. And he goes for the Surround, realizing there's no TP. Blocks the path here. Hoo, that damage. Ring around the Town Hall. Can he intercept this? Yeah, he leaves him, lets him go.
Oh my god, that was so close. That was so goddamn close. He's even waking up the creeps. But so far he's only killed one rifleman, I think. The damage, of course, is surreal. Gonna get another one here. But the ultimate isn't lasting too much longer. One more rifle will be the kill here. But look at the Earth Panda. This is where the real one will be popping out. And it's only a couple of seconds left. He should have a mana for another breath once he comes back. Yep. Yes, he does.
To go for it. So many riflemen. Oh, boulder toss. But in the meantime, yeah, so many units. He could distract Infi with the ultimate alone, leaving the Huntress and Mercenaries at the expansion. And now double engine protector there to protect this.
It may not be a Warden this time, but once again the tier 1 pressure from the Night Elf being too much for Infi to hold on against.
Archmage with a Belt of Giant Strength now. Unthankful item, level 3 on the Blood Mage. Flame Strike level 2, can that help somehow? See about that. He will use some time if he wants to go back to this expansion. Has to kill 2 APs, then get the Town Hall back up. I don't think he can afford it. Zeppelin drop again with the Panda alone.
Oh no, Arcane. Oh goodness.
GG! With the Breath of Fire we end this in Moon. The 5th race is taking map number 3, taking the lead and getting match points in the lower bracket final of Neo Star League 2017.
Very well played by Moon. It looked like Infi was doing everything right, had the perfect response to this aggression. Of course, he took damage here and there, can't be perfectly impenetrable against all that aggression. But at some point, once again, it was just too much.
Yeah. This was Infi's map choice. Now we go on to Amazonia. What do you think? What will we see now?
Alright, I'm gonna go through his last few games. What was the hero there? Against Yumi, he also played the... yeah, that was the Panda first game with the Alchemist response.
Oh, yeah!
That was that crazy game.
That's true. That was quite funny.
Of course, from more predictable players, we would expect a Demon Hunter here with possible Immolation Harass. But Moon being Moon, we wouldn't be surprised to see a Tavern Hero here once again.
Wasn't AZ the only map where he played Demon Hunter?
Against Yumi, he played the Panda.
Ah.
And against TH, it didn't come to AZ.
Ah, okay. Okay, so it's gonna be interesting. It's not the only series we have today, as the winner of this best of 5 will play against Remind. TH is already 4th place going into the Ascension phase. If Infi loses the next map, he's guaranteed 3rd place. That would mean we would open up the Ascension phase of NSL with a human mirror between the two brothers. The difference between rank 3 and 4 are $1,400, so quite a bit.
Do they know where they're gonna play, by the way?
In Shanghai.
Shanghai.
So, home field advantage for Infi again.
He still may have to travel like 1.5 hours to get there, though.
That's true.
So crazy how big Shanghai is, man. It's
24 million people! Chat is asking, are you going to upload the replays of these matches? You will get those replays and the entire NSL replay pack if you sub to our channel. Today is the last day of Subtober, so subs are 50% off. And yeah, right after the cast, we will send it to your Twitch inbox with a Dropbox link. Waiting for Moon here to join that game. Maybe he has to play a little Tavern Hero roulette to see what's coming up now.
Maybe he's watching the replay like Remind likes to do every now and then. But
There
here
he
he
is.
is.
Well, on 64 times speed, you can watch replays quite fast.
You know what I wonder, looking towards the European scene, is if perhaps Foggy is going to start playing a lot of neutral heroes against humans soon. He is his big idol.
Yeah, absolutely possible. And Hawk is one of his biggest opponents in the upcoming Western qualifier for GCS, which will happen this Saturday and Sunday. So many casts this week, man. This week.
It's going to be awesome, Neo. It's going to be amazing.
Will you be with me the entire weekend, by the way?
On the weekend, I will be there, yeah.
Nice.
Tomorrow, I won't be able to make it. On Friday, I'm still trying to, but I'm not sure.
Weekend is the most important thing, as we have like 2 10-hour casts in a row.
Yeah. On the weekend, I'm here.
Nice. That is very good as well. What's also very good is that map number 4 is up. Moon versus Infi. This is match points for South Korea on AZ. Not an easy task for Infi, but if someone can do it, then it's him. In the winner bracket quarterfinal, it was a 3-1 for Infi, and it looked so easy. But times are changing in the Warcraft world on a weekly basis. Off we go.
And already I'm feeling a little disappointed because Moon is not going for a neutral hero this time. It's going to be a standard altar play. And of course,
Keeper of the Grove now.
99% of the time, this will be a Demon Hunter. Keeper would be... You know what? He's been rushing a lot of level 6s, so what about a Potom? But no, of course.
Potom with Starfall?
Starfall, the most satisfying ultimate, I think.
Also, Tranquility would also be cool.
It might be a little less effective, though. But certainly very cool. And the hero is the Warden.
What?
All right. On AZ. The first time we saw that from Foggy, it blew our minds. We were like, how the hell are you supposed to make that work? And back then, Foggy played the Warden with a lot of Merc Tier 1 mass hunt aggression. Maybe he was a little bit ahead of his time because this is what this matchup seems to be about nowadays. But of course, the Warden still needs to get a quick level 3, and that can be very difficult here.
I think it's kind of justified, as if he goes for a double AO war, then he can creep 2 spots with that. That makes level 3 a lot easier. Maybe, can he build an Engine of War next to the shop?
I think you can, yeah.
I think so too. So that would be a good position for that. That's gonna be level 3 for him as well.
I think you can even make it next to the Merc camp to the top left, and then perhaps get Merc support somewhere later.
So yeah, I think these Mass Huntress builds make it more viable to play Warden on maps that we haven't seen her before or that often before.
Yeah, I agree. The issue here on this map, though, is that the AM has no choice but to go, pretty much no choice, but to go for the gold mine later. That means he will be level 3 once the pressure hits, something that most of the time was not the case.
Infi is scouting already, sees all the archers down there, and that positioning of the Archmage, splitting it away, gives Infi, or, oh my god, battle for the Mercs.
And I think Moon decided not to get it because he feared that it would be getting, well, killed just simply. Look at the Wisp. He knows the spot in the back behind the first tree line. Oh,
Still getting killed though.
A town is under
The
siege.
enforcers, man. They know no mercy.
But that's big. Not having the Shadow Priest for Moon is really, really hard now. No dispel, no healing, especially no healing.
It's gonna make also creeping this expo so much easier.
Yeah.
With not having to worry about the abolish.
There's a Wisp coming though.
Yeah. And the AM, he's waiting for the mana maybe here for the second Water Elemental. Really doesn't want to get detonated along with his Water Elemental. What's the Warden gonna go for here? Does he? Oh my god, he gets the Dispel on the AM. No Water Elemental for a long time.
Reveal being used, gets the Archer with it, Water Elemental gone. Shadow Strike on the Archmage, Mass Pressure. Next Wisp is coming in, so there's no mana at all for the Archmage here. But there's so many Footmen and Peasants, he should be able to get this. He needs to get a right click on this Rock Golem, but it's almost impossible. Ooh, Reveal being used again.
Alright, even with just one Water Elemental, even if he got dispelled, he crept it fairly easily. The Warden, of course, only level 2. Not the most scary yet. Has not found any kills here, I think.
Nope.
Aside from the Water Elemental, perhaps. Tried to blink in.
Or Potion of Greater Mana. Good start for Infi, but we have said this like 3 times before. Double Engine of War up now. And this is once again one base, double AO War, Huntress, Glaives. One sells the TP again for boots. And the map is really small, so the pressure arrives earlier. That is gonna be an issue for Infi, but for Moon, one entire level away from the desired level 3.
There's an entrance into the human main, by the way, with no Arcane Tower. However, the Warden doesn't have a TP anymore, so staffing in and TPing out not an option. Getting mercenaries now is Moon, with the Berserker and the Shadow Priest, and the Expo, of course, is still not done. AM is going to take quite a bit of damage here, 600 HP. Not the most survivable. Shadow Meld trying to be used on him, actually, but there is the reveal. Uh-oh, and he's getting dangerously low. He doesn't have the Boots of Speed, of course. The Warden will run him down and perhaps force a TP out of him already. Oh, nice block with the Water Elemental, though.
Town is under siege.
Okay, so can he run away? There's another Shadow Strike. There's a town portal. Got hit though.
Is he really gonna follow into the base?
Yes, of course. Why not? But Infi smart blocking this with a peasant line. Not many pros do this. A lot of them forget about it, but not Infi. Having her surrounded now. Oh, can he actually turn this around? No, there's Blink.
He faked the blink.
What?
I think he faked it right there. Or maybe that was, I don't know, maybe vision was lost or something. But he started the blink and then he cancelled it. In the meantime, he lost the Berserker, but he got out of that iffy situation. At the expansion, there is trouble for the human. In the main, only now peasants are returning to mine. And he can't even think about tier 2, of course.
Jesus Christ, these games are amazing. So much next level shit that we see here.
And suddenly the Warden is very close to level 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
The AM still sitting here in Shadow. Of course, he needs the shop. Moon knows that he needs the shop. And I wonder, was it not a mistake to make it here in the front? Because this
especially with the entrance there. No peasants, that's level 3.
Once it turns daytime and he has a Zeppelin, everything is easier. Oh, the Warden, she may have noticed that the AM is standing there blocking him. Oh no! The potion doesn't save him. Oh, he denies himself with the Water Element. Alright, bro. Calm down. Warden's still level 3, of course.
At least he got that, but how many reveals have we seen on this map? It must be like the 7th or 8th reveal in, I don't know, less than 10 minutes, right?
Crazy. They were so fast with them as well. They got a hotkey over there, I think.
7 minutes it is. Wow. But floodgates are open. No water elementals. No guard towers.
And the Warden's camping next to the tavern. But the AM is being revived the old-fashioned way. But that takes so damn long. We have a Shredder now. That might be coming in helpful.
Moon is still tier 1. That's the only good thing for Infi. Or is he? Oh, he's not attacking as well. So mass tier 1 the entire time.
No APs yet either, by the way, which usually we would expect it to come at some point. Warden gonna get the Zeppelin. There's gonna be no Zeppelin for the human. But it actually comes off cooldown pretty quickly.
Looks like it's not gonna be an Archmage for the human here.
Oh, look at this. The Zapper's coming in. He wants to get rid of the altar, and I think he's gonna get it. Nothing to stop the little guy. He wants to get the farm as well, and boom! Gets the kill.
Min-maxing so much, man. Getting the farm and...
Finds the Archmage in the middle
Oh
of the map.
no! What a dieback this gonna be. Tries to run to the shop, spawns another watermelon. Can he deny himself again? Because he is dead for sure. Blink! And the Archmage is dead for the second time in this game. Moon on the way to the grand final of the playoffs against Remind. Infi needs a miracle right now.
How can he do this? How can he possibly do this? It buys him back again, by the way. The mana potion that he used before, now he's out of mana. This is all becoming very painful. The Shredder is trying to help out now. Of course, still only tier 1 for both these players. These hunts are starting to drop low. Maybe when they fall, maybe his AM can carry this. The Warden doesn't have mana anymore, but he's still clicking away at the AM. Maybe he can surround her here. Maybe he can kill her, but she does have the mana to get out. She also has the Zeppelin. Oh, max unload from the Huntresses. Scroll of Healing to heal up the Warden. But he wants to get this AM. He wants to get the third kill on the Wizard, and I think he's got it. Level up finds him, but the death will also find him as he falls once again.
Level 4 on that one, only with Archmage kills. Triple kill against the first hero. And so much economy lost. This is entirely open. He can always run in again. But he wants to apply more pressure. Hindenburg is finding the opening to the expansion. He cannot defend this.
Players' forces are under attack.
He will break the expansion again, as it seems. Juicy, juicy experience for the Warden. And Exodus.
And for this push, he didn't even need glaives. He didn't even need APs. Just mercs and hunts, man. Oh, the AM. Not again. Come on, dude. Not again. Give it a rest, please. Finally, there's a Zeppelin. Oh my god. He's very late to the party, but at least the Zeppelin's finally here.
This Archmage, man. What is täglich grüßt das Murmeltier in English?
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Groundhog Day for him, man. Waking up, there's a warden in front of him, he get his ass whipped. Then he wakes up, warden's there again, getting his ass whipped.
Yeah.
Finally breaking out of the loop a bit.
Of course, Infi doesn't want to give up here. That's his last chance. He needs to win here. If he drops this map, it's over for him. At least, you know, he's not going to be in the final of the playoffs. But how do you come back here? How?
The Zeppelin almost dying to the creeps at the bottom right. That would have been one way to come back.
The thing is, even if he secures himself with guard towers against the hunts, there might still be glaives coming out, so it's not the answer to
A
everything.
player's forces are under attack.
He's really dropping. Oh, 9 HP!
Oh my god, if that dies above the trees, man, that is so much experience. No, wait, actually, do you get experience? Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
of
you do.
Of course you do, yeah. The tower may have gotten the last hit, but I guess they die from the crash or whatever.
Infi won't give up. Infi has like 1 million footmen.
I'm kind of amazed that this game is not over yet.
Yeah.
So.
I think in a normal game, Infi goes out, but of course, this is about elimination. For replenishment potion for the Warden and close to level 5. Last stand for Infi or what? There's mercenaries, there's a scroll of protection for Moon, but the Warden is blocked through all the footmen and he is dropping quite low.
And the AM now. In trouble again. Oh, a few hunters are gonna start falling. So far, Infi has saved everything with the Zeppelin, by the way. 1 kill or 2 will be the level 5 for the Warden.
Yeah, even the water elemental's there, so they expire in the Zeppelin, not getting killed. But the footmen are starting to drop low as well. How long will the protection scroll last? That was a big savior for him. Oh!
He's busy again. Oh, but the Warden? Can he reveal her? Reveal the Warden! Kill the Warden! Who dies first?
Of course, it's the Archmage for the 4th time. And the Warden remains alive. Replenishment potion gets her back up to orange HP and mana. And yeah, there's one way to the tavern. And off we go. Blink.
Oh, no!
Shadow Strike. This is disastrous. And this must be the end for Infi. Boom. Almost level 6.
Don't buy him again, man. Please don't do it.
Oh. What a movement by Moon. The entire game keeping tabs on the tavern. He loves the tavern. Doesn't matter if it's his heroes coming out of it or his opponents. And now it's AP time. It's about to end. There's no... Oh, there's an ulcer for Infi. He's close to tier 2. He's still hanging in there.
As best he can. I guess if we want to look for a silver lining here, Infi has a lot of resources. His tier 2 now is done, but the Warden is almost level 6 at the same time.
And with all those footmen dying, imagine the Avatar with the spirits.
And he's just camping the tavern, man. Just camping the tavern.
Arcane Sanctum number 1. Arcane Sanctum number 2. No workshop yet, but I imagine Rifleman also not. But this is so much time for the APs. And I guess, yeah, Glaive Throwers as well. It's time for closure! Blizzard, maybe? Can you afford it?
I guess he has the money for it. But there is level 3 Shadow Strike against him.
Yeah. Blink Shadow Strike, obviously.
And he can't stand still too
Town is
easily.
under siege.
Okay, Bolt is flying! Glaive's flying, shop gone.
Alright, and now the Town Hall in focus. At the moment though, only one glaive without upgrades, so the pressure isn't too incredible yet. But so many hunts. How is he supposed to fight a fight on like open ground?
Against the heal scroll, against 2
Town
heal
forces
scrolls.
are under attack.
Archmage is back. He wanted to go for... he wanted to go for Blood Mage, but this time it's a Paladin. Tome of Retraining it is. So he's trying. We were amazed by Infi's Blizzards on Echo Ults against 120 at GCS. Will this work against the Warden as well?
But he really needs a Zeppelin over here. He needs Zeppelin and a Paladin, otherwise he's just gonna die too quickly. The Warden, how much mana does she have? Pretty decent amount, almost 300. Paladin's gonna be here soon. And the Zeppelin is loading up a whole bunch of peasants. Seems like he's expecting the Warden harass perhaps, but of course there's no Fan of Knives. Alright, Footies are moving in against the APs now, but the Huntresses are a dangerous threat against them.
I love Moon's position here, catching the reinforcements. There's no way except the Zeppelin to get the casters back. He's even getting the peasants in the Zeppelin to help here. There was the first Shadow Strike we saw against the Blizzard. Also no priests. Okay, there are the priests. Okay, he needs them close to the Archmage. And this Town Hall is about to drop. Full force attack by Moon. Just right clicks. He gets rid of the Town Hall here. There's no way he can repair that much. Boom, down.
And the AM, low HP, has one Blizzard here. That's the only one he's got. Again, he's getting focused. And it's this one. It's death again. No, he saves himself.
Holy Light coming in. But he lacks damage now. Evacuation with everything. But Moon's Mass Huntress, Glaive Thrower, AP push again. Superior. He's pulling Mass Militia now. 64 supply. He's supply stuck.
In NSL, have we seen one Glaive push not working?
I'm not sure, man.
I'm not sure, but here we go. Mass, yeah, Militia, as you said, called. Can he break this? Finally, Warden's coming in. She's close to level 6, but doesn't really have mana. Everything is hurt here, in fact. He needs to use this Wall of Healing very, very soon. Doesn't do it yet. The AM is getting more experience. The APs... Oh, not doing too much damage. And he's also getting a few Glaive Thrower kills here with the masses of units that he has.
He's hurting himself now.
Onto the heal scroll. There we go.
player's forces are
Super close to 6, but no mana anymore. There she is. Most likely Blink level 3, I would say. But I mean, with all the corpses, if he has mana now. Going for the Paladin. That's it. Can't staff him out or anything. Down he goes.
And he keeps the APs alive here. Still a fortified position, and now the one can go back to the base. There's Moon Juice. There's gonna be... He doesn't have a shop. He doesn't have an Ancient of Wonders. That surprises me. So no clarities for him. But still, there should be enough mana for the ult.
He didn't use any Moon Juice, I think. Oh, actually, it's not enough.
He's gonna have it in a couple of seconds, though. And as you said, so many corpses over here. In the main base for the human, there's only one real tower. And towards the left, the entire forest is gone, by the way. This shredder's been busy.
He builds new farms to get back to 60. Usually a 170 supply. Archmage desperately trying to climb to level 5. Water Torrent in the absence of Dryad, of course, a nice solution. Another shop, or the first shop coming up for Moon. Now, Avatar of Vengeance. 4 spirits from the creep camp alone. Are the corpses still there? Yes, they are.
A town is
That
under siege.
is so many spirits.
Level 5 AM. Can he really do it? He needs to.
One creeping up. And Infi plays on time here. Walking away from the spirits. And walking away, but there's a sandwich now!
One more kill or two would be his level 5, though. The Warden, very low on mana here. Can go for one Shadow Strike, but that, of course, won't be the kill on the AM.
This time he has a Scroll of Healing, this time he has an Invul Potion. Paladin is back as well. The first time in ages that he's aggressive. Goes for Blizzard again. Paladin, ooh, is still quite far away. Blizzard rocking through for the second time. He needs this one kill. Zeppelin is gone.
Scroll of Healing seems like it needs to be used right here, and there we go. That's level 5 for the AM. And of course, the Water Elemental was complete nonsense. It's going to be Blizzard, obviously. Paladin, once again, looking to be very dead. Invul should be transferred, and he does so. Only 7 seconds, though. The Warden, however, is out of mana.
Goes for a heal scroll, but it's on cooldown. Can he kill the Warden here, man? No way. Oh, Invul Potion. That was so big. 7 seconds. Paladin falls, obviously. But how much can he get? First Huntress, second Huntress, but the Warden remains alive. That's the biggest thing. And the next heal scroll is off cooldown, getting everything back to full health.
And the Moon Juice keeps regenerating here. And the big thing is the Avatar of Vengeance. How's he ever supposed to deal with that one?
Oh, Shadow Strike now. Paladin not brought back from the tavern. Doesn't have the resources for it. Stepping out now. No disable. But Infi is still in the game somehow. Expansion coming up for Moon this time. Right next to the main base of Infi. Bold statement, but it works.
And here we go. Finally, clarity is running on the Warden.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Archmage, not again. There is Holy Light, though. To keep him healthy at least somewhat.
I did not expect this game to be anywhere near close again. And the Avatar is gone. He has no mana for the next one. Breakers, baby. Good unit.
And
Main gold mines are down.
yeah. In a moment, there's gonna be no more income for either of them.
But Moon's expansion is up in a bit. He has to break this soon. But how? Remo, how? 2 APs protecting this. Warden protecting this. Level 6.5. It's gonna be a creep jack, but he wants this item first.
And Warden easily has the mana for the ult. The human seems to be backed against the corner. Rune
Oh,
Bracers
Brace is
might
nice.
actually be really nice for him.
And level 2.
He disjoints the damage here with the... Oh, he gets it stolen. The Warden has it now. Oh, no. But the Blizzard is rocking in pretty damn well. The Warden's still not using her ult. Where is the Avatar of Vengeance, I ask? Using the Shadow Strike instead. Still has the mana, I think. But he's losing quite a few units here. Moon. Moon.
Does he throw this away? Blink out. And Militia. Mass Militia. This is Infi's last stand. He's calling everything. He needs to break this now, otherwise the expansion is up. And he's hurting himself here. How much mana is there left? Oh, enough. Enough. Gets the next glaive thrower. Gets another glaive thrower. Moon is down to 36 supply. I'm shaking my head in disbelief.
But he has another Avatar of Vengeance. He just summoned it in the main.
Okay.
At the Expo, we still have 2 AP standing. Against level 3 Blizzard, maybe they're not gonna last too long, though.
More Militia. And the Shredder. But everything is hurt. He doesn't have the gold.
Can Infi actually do this, man? This would be so nuts.
The Avatar alone isn't that good. He needs a lot of corpses to actually work.
And he doesn't have Fan of Knives.
And he doesn't have Fan of Knives. So,
But of course,
Blizzard.
Militia against APs, that might be quite a few corpses soon.
Not using the Blizzard here. Warden coming in. Slow applied, but immediately executed with the Shadow Strike. First AP is down.
I think he's giving this up. He's creeping up at the same time in the north. With the army he still has.
Yeah, of course the Tree of Eternity. Still working and buying some time. Shredder is gone, but he gets the corpses he needs. Level 7 on the Warden. That is blink action. Kills the Tree of Life.
But the Avatar, there's just nothing you can do about it. Just finds one kill after the next, corpses after corpses.
A player's forces
1,000 gold for Moon.
Yeah, and up in the north at the other gold mine, he's entangling once again.
Yeah. Point of mana stealing, also not that bad. Getting more mercenaries. He got rid of the Tree of Life. But the Tree of Life has way less HP than the Tree of Eternity. Paladin almost up at 3. Can't get the Sasquatch. Shadow Strike again. There is Divine Shield though. He needs to run away. Another Breaker dead. This looked like a turnaround. Oh, surround! He has a staff though. He needs to staff out like yesterday. Trying to get the one, but that won't work. Archmage dead. Infi taps out, and Moon joins Remind in the winner, in the grand final of NSL 2017. What a series this has been, man! Unbelievable.
In general, this tournament, the games that Moon has provided us have been so goddamn entertaining.
Yeah.
Once again, this was a map where I was just grinning the entire way through. Yes, I agree. It's looking rough for Human currently when the Knights are playing like this. But damn, I think everyone who's not a Human player can certainly enjoy these games.
Indeed. What a treat to watch. That means that TH is 4th going into the Ascension phase. Infi is 3rd. They will battle first in Shanghai in a Human Mirror. And yeah, the winner of that match gets $3,300, I guess. And the loser is out immediately. So, Remo, one more series coming up today. It's Moon versus Remind. The best 2 Night Elves of all time battling for the first spot. They can watch from their throne while the others battle it out in Shanghai later. We go into a small break to rest and set everything up here. And of course, your chance to sub again to get the replays of this beautiful tournament and no advertisements here anymore.